exciting for me to be in this room with all of you who are really genuinely energized about advancing workplace flexibility within your organizations. So to kind of set the stage and get us in the mood, I will share a personal story about my first run-in with flexibility. It was back in the mid-1980s. I'd had my first child, and I worked an 8 to 5 at an office, and I went to my manager and I said, you know what? I could really avoid the traffic in the morning if I could just come in a half an hour early and leave a half an hour early. She said, well, you know, if we do that for you, we're pretty much going to have to do that for everybody, so I feel like that's not going to work out. Well, listen, my commute was from Eagan to Minnetonka, so you know I don't have to tell anyone here in this room what a challenge that drive was. So I said, you know what, it's a pretty small company. I think I might just check with everybody. So I did. I went around. Anyone care? Does anyone mind? I'm gonna, thinking about coming in early, leaving early. Anyone? No. Everyone just said, you know what? That's great. That's fine. Do what you want to do. And that was a valuable lesson because I went back to my manager with the big news that I in fact checked with everybody and they didn't mind. Don't do that. That was not well received. But at the end of the day, she still said absolutely not. We're not going to let you do it. And I just went fine. I kind of thought, I'd been with your organization for years. I loved the people I'd worked with. I'd gotten married in the company. I've had my first child in the company. And it was okay if I lost this opportunity. It was time for me to focus on family, to get a little closer to home. So I said, yeah, I think I'll just do a little experiment. And I will, starting the following Monday, came in a half an hour early. And I left a half an hour early. Slowly, I kind of walked out, looking over my shoulder. No one said anything. So I did it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. By Friday, I'm going, see ya! I'm leaving. They came on Monday morning, half an hour early. But my manager was there. And I was surprised. What is she doing here so early? Well, it was, of course, to sit me down and go through my separation papers. We're done. But that was okay. Like I said, I had an appetite for risk. I was willing to take a chance. And 3 weeks later, I found a fabulous job a couple miles from my home in Eagan. And it worked out beautifully. So that was 1984. And here we are, 25 years later, and at least for the people in this room, we're miles ahead from where we were back then. A recession is a terrible thing to waste. Our natural reaction is to hunker down. We want to stay under the radar. We want to wait it out. Of course, the results of this are so immense. If you really stop and think about it, our knowledge-based economy suffers. And why do they suffer? People stop being innovative. People stop speaking up at meetings. Stress replaces engagement. So I don't believe that we're ever really going to understand the impact that this recession has had on our organizations. But you know what? If we view this recession through a different lens, maybe we'll call it the what have I got to lose lens, or maybe we'll say it's the we're all in it together lens. But whatever we do, if we pick ourselves up and we look around, and I mean really look around, we're going to see opportunities. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution for employers or for employees. Different business drivers dictate different approaches. We've heard from Roe, we've heard from Ecolab, and the other two, they have the different corporate cultures, which can also lead to different ways of communicating and collaborating.